Hello, race fans. The NASCAR Second Cup Series is back here for the second race of our round of 12. We are here under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting ready for the Bank of America 500. Now, unfortunately, last week we didn't get to see Sonic's Lucky Chili Dog in action, but hopefully, with what I tampered with over the last couple of days, hopefully we'll be able to get to see that. I ended up getting another mod, which is Better Cautious mod, which hopefully it works. Thanks to Peachy London for getting that for me. And from now on, when the caution comes out, now the field is gonna freeze, so they're not gonna be racing to the caution anymore. But hopefully that won't be too bad here. Our front row consists of Joshua Mudd in the 5, who's trying to get a little bit of redemption after his colossal screw-up at Las Vegas. And starting in second is going to be Jessica Shelton in the number 20. She wants to try to win her second race of the playoffs, because don't forget, she ended up winning back at Bristol. Cody Lamas, he's trying to get back in victory lane for the second time this season. He won all the way back in Richmond. And beside him, we have Alex Ferranti, who actually finished runner-up at Las Vegas. Behind him, we have Tim Fig in the 19. We have 3 drivers in the playoffs, starting in the top 5, and 3 of them are from Joe Gibbs Racing. So Joe Gibbs Racing is looking to play here tonight. And then we have teammates starting in row 4. We have Sky Connors, our winner from Las Vegas, and Zachary Fitzwater, who over the last couple of weeks he's been getting some bad luck, but he's looking to change that here tonight. We got Joe Gibbs Racing, a couple of drivers from Hendrick, and we have Stuart Haas Racing trying to get up here in this thing. But a lot can happen, because we're going to be racing here for 45 laps. Now, a lot can happen in 45 laps. What kind of racing will we see here in Charlotte in the second race of the round of 12? I don't know, but we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Alright guys, let's go out there and have a good day today. We all go out there and do our job. We're going to have a nice solid finish.
And as the drivers are rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for the Bank of America 500. Joshua Mudd and Jessica Shelton about to lead 40 other drivers to this thing. We're going to be racing for 45 laps in this second race of our round of 12. Jessica Shelton looking to get her second win in these playoffs. Cody Lamas looking to get his second win of the season. He hasn't won since Richmond. And Tim Figg's looking to get his second win of the season also. And he hasn't won since Phoenix. But like I said, a lot of stuff can happen in within 45 laps. What kind of racing will we see here? The pace car makes that hard left onto pit road as Joshua Mudd will begin to lead these drivers off. The green flag is now out here at Charlotte. Heading into turns 3 and 4 for the first time here under green. It looks like that Joshua Mudd will indeed lead the very first lap here. His teammate Alex Ferranti hangs on in second place as we're having a third place battle between Joe Gibbs Racing teammates Tim Fiegel and Jessica Shelton. No, man, now we see Zachary Fitzwater looking to the inside of Tim Fiegel for position. Zachary Fitzwater, he wants to try to get his first win in these playoffs. He is our only 3-time winner this season. His last victory, I believe it came at Nashville. He's looking to try to get third place away from Tim Fiegel, but now we see Hendrick Motorsports teammates running first and second at the moment. And I'm trying to see if Alex Ferranti has anything for his teammate in the 5. But Joshua Mudd will continue to lead this thing. Let's see. Heading further back, now we see Fitzwater's teammate Brayson Mitchell. He's coming into view now as he settles himself in the 5th position. And oh man, it looks like we may be trying to have our first battle for the lead. Ferranti, he's looking to the inside of Joshua Mudd to try to get it. He's going to have help from Fitzwater and another Stewart-Haas racing driver. He can't quite get it done yet this time as Mudd will continue to lead. Heading further back, now we see that Cody Lamas, he's dropped back a little bit. Now he's trying to get some help from his fellow Joe Gibbs Racing teammate. And look at this, all 4 of the Joe Gibbs Racing drivers are currently in the top 10. So Cody, he's definitely going to have some help, but the question is, will they have, are they going to try to work together to get up there? Mudd continues to lead. Fitzwater now sits comfortably in 3rd place. Now we see that Cole Daly is getting behind his teammate Jessica Shelton now to try to keep their momentum going. And oh man, slight crossover move from Simon Oskan in the 91. We don't normally see the Everham cars running in the top 10, but when they do run in the top 10, they have pretty strong cars. And Simon Oskan, he's looking to try to get up further into the top 10. As we now see that Mitchell Collins is back here in the 22 alongside with Dylan Poteet and Kyle Matthews. Dylan Poteet currently, he sits 11th in standings. He wants to try to get up there and try to better his position right now as I'm trying to head back to the front now. And it's still all about Joshua Mudd, but Zachary Fitzwater, he's trying to do what he can to try to benefit from that high side, but he doesn't have any help right now. If Fitzwater wants to have any chance to get up there, he needs help, and his teammate is trying to give him just that. Brayson Mitchell now sitting in the 5th position in his number 41. Over the last couple of weeks, he's been getting up in other people's messes and wrecks. But here tonight, he's running decently well here. Remember having the last time we were here, Brayson Mitchell, he was on route to a possible top 5 finish, but he got caught in a late wreck, and that took that dream away. And speaking of which, we just had a lead change. Zachary Fitzwater, he just took the lead away from Joshua Mudd. Zachary Fitzwater trying to do what he can to run away with that lead. He is trying to become Second Cup's only 4-time winner. A good run here will definitely help out that number 4. Currently, Fitzwater, he currently sits 12th in standings right now. He's actually running in dead last among the 12 remaining playoff drivers, and a win here will definitely put him up to the to first. So far, the field is running pretty quiet right now. Cody Lamas finds himself in 4th. Tim Fiegel is now 5th, and Simon Oskan just got himself into the 6th position, but he may not have it for long because Jessica Shelton, she's looking to take it away. Heading further back in the 10 spot, we actually have the number 10, Sky Commons. He's running pink this week. Our winner from Las Vegas. Now he wants to try to get his second win in 3 races, but he's gonna have to get around a lot of hungry playoff drivers who are also looking to try to get their wins here tonight. Now, man, Zachary Fitzwater, he is running away with that lead. They were having a heated battle for second place between Cody Lamas and Alex Ferranti. Here's another driver who needs a possible win here. Cody Lamas currently he sits 7th in the championship standings right now. He's duking it out with Alex Ferranti right now. Can't get around the number 9 for second at the moment. But yes, this race, it's still all about Zachary Fitzwater right now. Ever since he took the lead, he has not looked back. All these drivers are running dangerously close, and they're keeping it clean for the time being. I guess they learned their lesson. You know, man, I thought I just heard tire screech. Is the caution out? And yes, it is. The caution is indeed out. The field is frozen, as Zachary Fitzwater is still the race leader. But now we have to take a look and see what happened to bring out the caution. And oh no, it's Chris Dollerton, our winner the last time we were here. And I'm trying to see if there's anyone else who has damage. Nathan Orman has damage. I'm trying to see who else. Oh, there's a little bit of rear and right side damage to last week's winner, Cole Deaver. He may have also been involved. Yes, it looks like it happened in turns 3 and 4. Oh man, we're definitely gonna have to head to the replays, but now the field might be a little bit scrambled because pit stops are happening. We're about to hit lap number 15 out of 45. Let's take a look and see what happened to bring out our second caution of the night. Okay, here's what happened to bring out our first caution. I know I said it was our second caution, but it's our first, so my mistake. But anyway, they were going drivers were going 3 wide at the just before entering turn 3, and Seth Cole, he hooks his teammate and William Brock together here in turn 3. But Nathan Orman got the absolute worst of it. He still stayed stuck to the 42 of William Brock, and that in turn gets him loose right into Chris Dollerton. Dollerton had absolutely nowhere to go. Christina Bell, she tries to slow down, but she comes in contact with the 82. And then she also comes in contact with Dougie Shears. But Dougie Shears manages to get away from this. But further back, it's just a chain reaction. Matt McIntyre gets into the back of Michael Norman. Danny Wells is collected, as well as Charles Sanford, Ryan Acosta, Aaron Macklin, RJ Bishop, James McLeod, Jake Rogers, and Joshua Osborne. It was just a huge chain reaction after the caution was being thrown. And here we are back at Charlotte. We're going to restart on lap number 17 out of 45. Still plenty of racing here to go. And Chris Dollerton, with that damage he got, he's completely up in smoke. So he may be the first driver that's going to retire at this race once we get back going. Anyway, our leader is Zachary Fitzwater. Second is Alex Ferranti. Third, Cody Lamas. Fourth, Tim Fiegel. Fifth is Brayson Mitchell. Sixth is Joshua Mudd. Seventh is going to be Jessica Shelton. Eighth, Simon Oscon. Ninth, Dylan Poteet. And running out the top 10 is going to be James Qualls. The rest of the top 15 are Dylan Young, Sky Commons, Kyle Matthews, Allison Rain, and I believe Levi McIntyre. Okay, I don't know what in the world the 82 is doing, but he really needs to get off the track because the race is about to get going. I might have to keep an eye on the 82 because he's been doing this for the last couple of laps. We're about to get back underway. He's staying on the outside. Well, he was. He just, okay. I hope that doesn't immediately bring out the yellow flag again. And yes, it does. Of course it does. I have no idea, like, what even happened. I mean, you all just saw what happened there. And yes, Dalton immediately teleported to his pit and is now out of the race. But well, I might as well show you guys what happened to technically bring out our second caution. But hopefully it's a one lap to go, because all Dalton had to do was just get to apron, and he tries to get down right in front of James Qualls, which I don't know why the hell he was even thinking that. But since that happened in front of the field, I guess it is means to bring out a caution. But I don't know if it's a continuation of the last caution or if it's a new caution, because I don't even know if the green flag even came out. Nobody was a lap down, so there's that. I need to go back to live action and see like what's happening. And yes, it's treated as a new caution, so yes. So yes. I'll be back when we're about to have another restart. It looks like Alex Ferranti is the race leader now, and it looks like he's coming down pit road, but some guys are staying out. So they may be trying to roll the dice here a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't come back and bite Alex Ferranti in the butt later. Okay, we're going to restart on lap number 22, and the only driver to be out of the race who actually caused the last caution is Chris Dollerton. Alright, our top 10 once we get back underway goes as follows. Zachary Fitzwater is the leader. Second is Tim Fiegel. Third is Cody Lamas. Fourth, Joshua Mudd. Fifth, Simon Oscon. Sixth, Jessica Shelton. Seventh, Dylan Pote. Eighth is Dylan Young. Ninth is James Qualls. Running out the top 10 is Sky Commons. The rest of the top 15 are Kyle Matthews, teammate Allison Rain, Levi McIntyre, Mitchell Collins, and Brett Kenningberg. As the drivers are getting ready to line up double file, we're gonna have a lot of playoff drivers to try to get as many positions as they can as we see them lining up double file. This is what I wanted to try to show everyone, but Darlington pretty much stole the thunder on the last restart. Hopefully this restart will be a lot better as the pace car makes that hard left into pit road. Fitzwater and Fiegel are going to lead these drivers down here to the start-finish line. And the green flag is now back out at Charlotte. Man, they're wasting very little time and making it 3 wide for position now. These drivers are really trying to move up as much as they can. And you now see Fitzwater, he's hanging on to that outside, but here comes Cody Lamas now on the inside. And oh man, I just heard a crash. I think the caution's back out. Yes, it is. The caution's back out. Yes, the caution is back out, and the field is frozen. That's why Cody Lamas had to give that spot back to Fitzwater. But, oh man. And I'm trying to see who was involved. William Brock's got some right side damage. Brayson Mitchell's got right side damage. And oh no, Seth Cole, he has right side damage. One of our playoff drivers. And I'm trying to see if anyone else. There's Ryan Acosta also with the right side damage. And Seth Cole is out. Wow, Seth Cole took his 24 back to the garage area. There's some damage to Danny Wells. And they're still wrecking. Oh my god. What is going on here? And oh man, James McLeod, he ends up getting damaged. Oh man, there's Nathan Orman. He already had damage from earlier. Oh man, it's just a lot of guys getting involved in something right now. Dustin Stoller's got a lot of front end damage. Alex Ferranti has a little bit of rear damage. I guess rolling the dice and trying to take that pit stop didn't really help. And he just ran into the back of Matt McIntyre. So I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to have to take a look and see what happened to bring out this caution here. So stay tuned, race fans. Well, here's having to brought out our third caution. It looks like Jonathan Zorlin just ran a little bit too close to Brayson Mitchell and Seth Cole. just hitting it to turn 3. He gets a little bit loose and he gets right into the left side of Seth Cole, and further back, Ryan Acosta also got loose and he gets right into the left side of William Brock. And Ryan Acosta, he slides upside down. Oh man, both the 78 and the 42 are stuck to each other, but Ryan Acosta, he's stuck upside down here. Let's actually bring it back a little bit, because both of these guys literally made contact at almost the exact same time. Let's just see, Ryan Acosta. Yeah, Ryan Acosta gets loose right there at the same time as Zorlin gets into Seth Cole. And that little impact from Danny Wells onto the 42, that's what sends the 42 on top of the 78. And oh man, it just starts a chain reaction there. I see black smoke coming from, I don't know if that's from the 12 or if that's from the 42. I believe it's from the 12. And yes, it is. Yes, it is from the 12. So Danny's probably done as well. As Ryan Acosta slides down onto the track alongside William Brock. I believe the 42 is stuck on top of the 78. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to get a record to get those two cars unstuck together. And here we are back at Charlotte, and I believe this is a first for the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series. We have 5 drivers who were disqualified. Now, for the reason, I have no clue. I went back to the replays, and I just don't have a clue. But William Brock, Brendan Crasta, Seth Cole, last week's winner Cole Deaver, and Christina Bell have all been disqualified. So, I have no idea what that's about. But Danny Wells is out of the race, Ryan Acosta is out, Nathan Orman is out, and Dustin Stuller is out. James McLeod is 1 lap down. Anyway, our top 10, once we get back on the way, goes as follows. Cody Lamas is the race leader. 2nd is Tim Fiegel. 3rd, Simon Oscon. 4th is Dylan Poteet. 5th is Dylan Young. 6th is Jessica Shelton. 7th now is Sky Commons. 8th, Joshua Mudd. 9th, Kyle Matthews. And rounding out the top 10 is Levi McIntyre. I have no idea why we have so many disqualifications in this race, but I looked at the replays and I really didn't see anything wrong, but I don't know. I'll have to show the replay later so you guys can be the judge. But the pace car makes that hard left onto pit road, and the green flag is now back out. We got a Joe Gibbs Racing front row and Tim Fiegel with the help of his good friend Dylan Poteet. They need to try to do what they can to get around that 11 car, but Cody Lamas, he got the stronger start, and he tried to get up in front of the 19. Couldn't quite do it this time by, but he's still hanging on to that lead. As I mean, we have 3 playoff drivers running on the hot side right now. And look who else is trying to get into the top 5. Our points leader, Dylan Young. A good finish here tonight will definitely help him out in the championship standings. And a win here will definitely make that possible. Oh no, don't tell me the caution's back out. Oh no, it's not. Okay. I thought the caution was back out. But oh man, now we see that Simon Oscon has found himself in 2nd place. The last time the 91 went to victory lane, it was all the way back in the season 3 finale at Armory Digital Raceway, where James McLeod took it there. But it looks like Simon Oscon, he wants more. He wants to give Dodge their first win this season, and he has taken the lead away from Cody Lamas. That 91 is on a charge as Cody Lamas drops back to 2nd place. Now we see the Dylan and Dylan show for 3rd and 4th place now. Now these two are going to have to try to work together to catch that 11 car. And now we see Kyle Matthews, a good running here for the number 77. Over the last couple of weeks, Matthews, he has had horrible luck. Last season at this time, I think he was going for the championship when he was driving for RCR last season. But right now he's trying to represent for Spire Motorsports, and it looks like he's trying to get around Dylan Poteet for the 4th position. But Simon Oscon will continue to lead in that number 91. The laps are indeed winding down here, but there's still a bit of racing to go. And here comes Dylan Young on the inside. Our winner from Daytona, who literally raced his way into the playoffs. And it looks like he's trying to race his way into the round of 8. Dylan Young trying to do whatever he can to get around that number 11. They're running side by side for second place, while Dylan Pote, he sits by himself in the 4th spot right now. Kyle Matthews settles in 5th. Mitchell Collins is now 6th. Sky Commons is 7th. Jessica Shelton drops all the way back to 8th. 9th now is Levi McIntyre. And rounding out the top 10 is Joshua Mudd. Joshua Mudd, our pole sitter, he's not used to running out in the front. He's looking to try to get a decent finish here tonight. Tim Beagle falls all the way back to 11th. He needs to try to get back up there and try to do what he can to try to get a top 10 run. Currently, he sits 10th in standings right now. He's not doing too bad, but he could do a little bit better. And here comes the driver who's now 2nd in the standings. That's Dougie Shears. He currently sits just outside the top 15. He's trying to get behind Steven Gonzalez for position with the help of Nathan Hudson in the 6th. Also trying to get around his fellow playoff driver, Allison Rain. Over the last couple of weeks, Allison Rain, she's been on a strong momentum as of late. Right now, she currently sits in the 15th position, trying to get up there, but she needs to try to do what she can to preserve that number 7. Heading back up to the front, it's still all about Simon Oscon. You don't normally see the Abraham drivers running in the front here, but Simon Oscon wants to do what he can to give him their first win of the season here, and their first win since all the way back in the Season 3 finale. But Cody Lamas, he's going to look to try to spoil that. Both he and Dylan Young need to try to win to get into the round of 8. Kyle Matthews now sits by himself in 3rd, but now here comes Dylan Young trying to work on the inside of the 77. And right now, Kyle Matthews, he goes to the high side with no help. But Dylan Pote, now he's all over the back bumper of Dylan Young. Let's ride on board with the number 31. Dylan Young here. Mr. Dylan Shelton, 4th and 5th place. Looks like Cody Lamas up ahead. He's trying to get all over the back bumper of Simon Oscon. Can't quite do it yet as we have under 10 laps to go. It's nice that we have a decent green flag run going. Hopefully this race wouldn't be a wreck fest. Now it looks like that wow. It looks like Kyle Matthews, he got a strong run on the inside. He just got around Cody Lamas for the 2nd position. And now Matthews, he is all over the back bumper of that 91. It looks like he's literally pushing him. That's how close that these drivers are. But Simon Oscon, he's going to have to throw down the blocks if he wants to try to defend that lead. Because not only does he have the 77 behind him, he's going to have 2 hungry playoff drivers coming up behind him as well. This is literally Simon Oscon's race to lose in that number 91 Dodge Challenger. I'm still not sure if I'm even going to bring back Dodge for next season. Not many Dodges have been done for the new mod, so I'm not sure. This may be Dodge's last season. But if it is, then Simon Oscon, he's going to try to do whatever he can to make sure that they go out with a bang. But oh man, now we see Kyle Matthews. He's looking to the inside to try to capture the lead away from Simon Oscon. And it looks like he will get it. Simon Oscon has no help on the outside. Kyle Matthews in the number 77. He will take over the race lead. But now he's going to have Dylan Young and Dylan Pote right behind him. But oh man, Simon Oscon, he's trying to do what he can to fight back on that high side. He may have lost the lead, but he's going to try to do what he can to fight back to get it. He can't quite do it yet. The 77 has cleared the 91. But now the question is, where are Dylan Young and Dylan Pote going to go? Next time out, we're going to have 5 laps to go. A lot can happen in 5 laps. Hopefully these guys can make it the rest of the way. No one's making an indication for pit road yet, but Dylan Poteet, he's starting to fall back a little bit. He's catching up. He fell back to that second pack of cars here, but Dylan Young, he is not let up at all. Dylan Young trying to do whatever he can to chase down the 91 and the 77. Kyle Matthews looking to get his first win of the season, and nothing can spoil it for him. Hopefully, that's what he's trying to do. His teammate Allison Rain is competing for the championship. Now, Kyle Matthews, he had no chance of making the chase. I'm trying to find him on the list. Excuse me. Kyle Matthews currently he sits. I'm trying to find him. He currently sits. Where is he? Yes, he currently sits 39th in standings right now. He is deep in the standings, but right now he only has one goal ahead of him, and he literally has 3 laps to try to get it. And oh no, pit stops are happening! Oh no, green flag pit stops are happening right now. Kyle Matthews surrenders the lead, and that is going to give the lead over to Dylan Poteet. Oh man, that could not have happened at a worst possible time for Kyle Matthews. But Dylan Poteet right now, he currently sits 11th in standings. Now, he may have to come down, or he might try to stretch it as long as he can. I don't know, but is he staying out? No, he's not. He cannot make it either. Oh, man, we're going to have to keep an eye on Poteet. But I don't know. I don't know if those were the leaders who were staying out for more. And yes, it was. Oh, man, some guys are staying out to stretch it just a little bit more, and that's Brett Kenningberg. I believe Brett Kenningberg, the last time we were here, he was en route to a possible good finish. But oh man, it's gonna come down to pit strategy. The white flag is now waving, and I don't know if Kenningberg can make it. And no, he cannot. That's gonna give the lead over to the 18. The white flag is now waving here at Charlotte. Cole Dalley, we have not talked about him all race long. He got eliminated back in the round of 16, and he's going to try to do whatever he can to stretch out every bit of fuel as he can. The only one who stayed out, and oh man, hopefully he doesn't slow down too much. But coming out of turns 3 and 4 for the final time, no indication for pit road. Down to pit strategy. Cole Dalley, he will win the Bank of America 500. Whew. Oh man, I had to take a drink from that. But Cole Dalley came down to pit strategy as he will take home the Bank of America 500. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look and see like what all happened here. Brett Kenningberg did come home in second place, and it looks like Nathan Hudson will end up third place. But oh man, fuel strategy was the way to go for this race, and Cole Dalley took advantage of it as he will bring home his first win of the season and his first win for Joe Gibbs Racing. Oh man. S4 Bank America 500, race number 31. And this race is official. Cole Dalley using pit strategy to his advantage, and he will come out on top as he will win here tonight at Charlotte. Brett Kenningberg, if he only had a couple more laps of fuel, he possibly could have won, but he'll have to bring home second place. And Nathan Hudson, we haven't talked about Nathan Hudson all race long, and I messed up his name again, but don't worry, I'll fix that in the editing. But Nathan Hudson ends up third place here tonight. Dylan Poteet ends up fourth place, 1 lap down. Basically, the entire field was lapped after Cole Dalley decided to stay out. Kyle Matthews ends up with a top 5 finish here. And I believe Dylan Young, he'll finish 6th, so that'll extend his points lead a little bit. 7th, Cody Lamas. 8th place was Tim Fiegel. 9th was Stephen Collett. And rounding out the top 10 was Mitchell Collins. Oh man, that is not how I expected this race to finish, but in this NASCAR Second Cup Series, you never know what'll happen. Okay, we have Dougie Shears, Simon Oscon. Good runner for the 91, but he'll have to settle for a 12th place finish here tonight. Steven Gonzalez, Jessica Shelton, and Sky Commerce rounds out the top 15. Then we have Michael Norman, Levi McIntyre, James Qualls, Allison Rain, and Charles Sanford round out the top 20. Then we have Zachary Fitzwater, Alex Ferranti, Jake Rogers, Alex Drayton, and Jonathan Zoller round out the top 25. Pole sitter Joshua Mudd. Then we have Aaron Macklin, Joshua Osborne, Matt McIntyre, and RJ Bishop round out the top 30. Then Brayson Mitchell was 31st, and James McLeod was 2 laps down after he had an extended stay on pit road. Then from 33rd on down to 42nd, we have Dustin Stoller, Nathan Orman, Ron Acosta, Danny Wells, Christina Bell, Cole Deaver, Seth Cole, Brandon Crasta, and William Brock all had disqualifications, which I still don't know how that even happened. And Chris Dollerton, he rounds out the field. Okay, now let's go to Cole Deaver. Let's go back and see exactly what happened. I'm trying to look and see how these disqualifications happened. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because I am clueless right now. Okay, yes, that was the initial contact from the caution right there. And right there, they all just slowed down. They were just labeled as being disqualified. Brandon Crasta, Cole Deaver, Seth Cole, Christina Bell. They were just told to pull in. I have no clue what caused the disqualification. That was when I was shocked to see that Seth Cole was out of the race because it looked like he didn't get that much damage. I don't know, race fans. You guys be the judge of that. Well, race fans, that does it here for Charlotte. A very interesting finish here, to say the least. But I bet we're going to have a very interesting race at our next location. The final race for the round of 12 will take place at Talladega Super Speedway. So, race fans, hopefully you guys will enjoy this race and enjoy the next one, which is going to take place at the deep south of Alabama. Congratulations one last time to Cole Daly for winning the Bank America 500, and we'll see you at Talladega.
This copyrighted upload may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized consent of TrentTheHedgie. The NASCAR SEGA Cup Series would like to thank all of the fans for their support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.